As a follow-up to the unboxing video, here is my full review of the newly released Casio W-221H. Welcome back to Sam's Watch Review. There is a lot of hype with both positive and negative reactions. So here is my take on what you can expect from this model to help you decide. I break this review down into chapters so you can jump to the part that you need using timestamps. The model name is Casio W-221H. There are currently 3 variants, and this one is the 1AV. It was released in February 2026 in Japan, and right now it is not easy to find in other regions. This is a general budget watch from Casio, not a G-Shock model. The design looks simple but unique, with a vertical block shape and big display. For some people, it is an easy yes, for others, it is a no. This is the Japan market packaging, with MSRP at about 6,000 Japanese yen. The one from your local distributor may be different, but you will still get the similar manual. It looks like Casio understands that many users now need better readability, so they release more models with large displays like AE1500, 1600, 1700, GD10, and now this one, W221H. The shape is vertical rectangular block with boxy edges. Unlike most square models with smooth angles, this one looks more like a solid block. Some people say it looks like a health monitor or an AC remote with a strap, which is understandable. Simply put, the design is functional and quirky, not subtle, and frankly, it looks larger on the wrist than I expected. About the size and dimensions, lug-to-lug length is 43.7 mm, the width is 38.4 mm, thickness 12.2 mm, and the weight is just 35 grams. So physically, it is not very big. It is even smaller than the AE1200, 45 mm, 42.1 mm, and 12.5 mm thick. The good thing, it is under 40 mm wide, so it is comfortable when you move your wrist around. But the shape, bright frame, and corners make it look bigger. For comparison, this is the AE1200 that fits well on my wrist, but this one, W221H, looks oversized visually. So yes, physically it's medium, but visually it feels bigger. Now, this is where people may have different opinions. It has a large numeric display for time. The upper part shows the day and indicators for snooze, alarm, signal, and mute. The lower part shows month, date, and seconds. Very clear and easy to read. It has high legibility even at a quick glance. Who will like this? People with older eyes, people who want quick time reading, people who prefer simple display. And who may not like it? People who prefer compact watches, and people who like subtle design. At first, I thought this W221H had the biggest digits among new models, but compared side by side, the AE1500 and AE1600 are still bigger. So if you want the largest digits, check AE1500 or 1600. And for a slimmer case with slightly less large display, check W217H. The case material is resin. It looks better in quality than AE1200, more like a mid-tier models such as W736 or AEQ110. There are stripe patterns on the side, but they do not make it look slimmer. To me, it looks a bit like a mini computer case. The front has no slope, so it looks more boxy compared to the AE1200 or W800. Combined with the bright color, the bezel looks more noticeable. However, the front markings are nice with classic Casio colors. I really like this one. The crystal is acrylic, so it is not scratch resistant, but flat, so you can easily add a screen protector. By the way, here we can see the gap from the crystal surface to the LCD panel, which is not very pleasing, with the edge of the module visible under the crystal. The transition from display or panel to the strap is very short. With the thin strap, it looks a bit unbalanced. On the back side, it has stainless steel backplate secured with 4 screws and engraved with specifications. Overall, the case design feels more for casual or leisure use, not really suitable for formal or semi-formal situations. The strap is from Resin PUR, 18mm slug width with spring bars. The buckle is plastic but feels strong. The design is simple, maybe too simple, just straight lines without wave pattern. Flexibility is okay, but visually not the best, not very attractive. As a bonus tip, you might want to try the AE1200 strap on this watch. Here's the result. The wave pattern from the strap helps visually balance the chunky case of the W-221H. The W-221H has 4 buttons with large metal pushers, similar to the AE1200, but with softer tactile feel. Positions are good and easy to use, and because of the case height, they are not easy to press by accident. There is also a mute function, useful for class, meetings, or library. Two small details that I like. It makes a higher pitched beep when entering home time or timekeeping mode, and you can use the light button to decrease values in the setting menus. The battery is 10 years with CR2032, and this battery is thicker than CR2016 and has a lot more capacity. The water resistance is 50 meters, so it is suitable for daily use like hand washing, rain, and light swimming. And just like many of you, I wonder why Casio didn't make it 100 meters water resistant. And about the accuracy, as usual with non-G-Shock, it is rated at about 30 seconds per month. Now the functions and features. First is the timekeeping mode. It shows the current time, and you can select 12 or 24-hour format. And then the world time, it has 29 time zones or 48 series with daylight saving. You can set on or off. You can only scroll in one direction to the east and cannot go to the west. And then there is no time zone swap function. Also, the local time is not shown in this mode. And then stopwatch. It has detail up to 100th of a second, up to 24 hours. It has elapsed and split time. And it also has auto start or countdown 5 seconds before start. The local time is also not shown in this mode, and it has no target time. Next, countdown timer. The maximum range is 24 hours. Can be set in hours and minutes, but not second. It also comes with auto repeat and a progress beeper. In this mode, the current local time is also not shown. Next, the alarms. This watch has 3 multifunction alarms, including 1 snooze. So you can set not only the time, but also the date and month, if necessary. It also has an hourly signal or chime. For the backlight, 2 LED lights at the bottom left and right. The color is amber. The brightness is good, not too strong. The coverage is acceptable. It has an afterglow effect for 1.5 or 3 seconds. You can set the length. And it also has flash alert, which the light will flashes with the sound alerts, like timer, alarm, and so on. Overall, it works very well. I have no complaints about this one. About the module, the code is 3585, and the LCD check shows code 2958. So the design likely based on G-Shock G8000. The difference is that in G8000, it has auto light or tilt sensor, and this one does not. If Casio added auto light, it would be even better. Now about the comfort and wearability. This watch feels light on the wrist, the strap is flexible, it is comfortable for daily wear, and under 40mm wide, it is easy for wrist movement. Also, when worn on the inside of the wrist, which I plan to do for long drives. So it's very comfortable, but again, the styling is not for everyone. Now let's talk about the pros and cons. On the positive side, it has a very large, easy to read display, it is comfortable, 10-year battery, useful daily features, good button usability, and many cool features like flash alert, progress beeper, auto start, and so on. On the other side, there are also things you might want to consider. Number 1, it looks larger than the actual size. The bright frame is not so subtle. The design may be not for everyone. The strap is basic. It only has 50 meters water resistance. And then price and availability still limited. So in conclusion, this is a very practical watch. It might look quirky, but it has strong points in usability. If you want a big, clear display with many useful features in one model, like auto start, stopwatch, progress beeper, flash alert, and snooze alarm, then this is the one. And when it's not being worn, put it on a watch holder and you've got yourself a desk clock. If you're still watching, thank you. Now let me give some suggestions of other models you might want to consider. For large digits with simpler design, check the W-217H. For even bigger digits and 5 alarms, check AE1500 and AE1600. For better world time features, check AE1200, the hidden gem AE2000, or the 5 buttons AE1400. For stopwatch with auto start and better with target time, check W737H or MWD110H. And for a more subtle but similar square design, check LF20 and LF30. If you have any questions or opinions, write them in the comments below. I will also make tutorial videos for this watch. So don't forget to click like, subscribe. Thank you for watching and have a great day.